Yes, sir. Chili cheese, onion ring, burrito bowl. Nothing burrito about this whatsoever. But I don't got a better name. Man, let's go eat. What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back with another video on the channel. And today, I need a little comfort food. If you know what that means, there are a couple of things that I love in life. Number one is cheese. I'm talking food, obviously. Number two are onion rings. And number three is anything chili or cheeseburger. And when you combine the three, you get some of my favorite meals in the world. So what we did today is a chili cheese burrito bowl with onion rings. I had a rough day, and that just makes me feel better. A little comfort food, a little action for you. I hope that's not a dust or something. I don't know what that was. We're just going to leave that in there. Anyway, I've also got some sauces here, which we'll go through. If you watch my White Castle, what was that one? Burger King Mukbang, I am just the biggest fan of zesty sauce. So I decided to try to make my own. I used horseradish and I tried to freestyle the rest of it. I know it's not ketchup based, but there is some ketchup / barbecue sauce in here for a little tang. So it's more like a zesty barbecue sauce, but we're gonna give it our best shot. And this right here is just your old fashioned Juicy Platters hot sauce. I did a Juicy Platters Mukbang and they gave me these sauces. So I had an extra container, which I made the zesty sauce in, extra cheese, of course. And did I pour my drink? No, I did not pour my drink. Weapon of choice for today. This is actually Gatorade, the sugar-free Gatorade. I don't forget what the blue is. What is it? Riptide Rush, Blue Crush? I don't know what it's called. Look, Gatorade for me is one of those things that I don't really care what the flavor is. I drink them all. My least favorite one is the white one, but I still like it. My best is the red one. But I found powdered Gatorade Zero, which I thought was really dope. I found it in ShopRite, so I bought like 5 boxes of them. So, you know, probably gonna be some Gatorade for a while. But without further ado, hold on, babies. Hold on, babies. Move. Let's get into the video. I'm so excited for this. I wish you had smell-o-vision. I wish you could just smell how good this smells with the garlic and the spices in the chili. I made a similar chili when I made animal-style sandwiches. I'll probably leave a link for that one on the bottom too. So it's pretty much the same recipe. A couple of tweaks. I made it a little spicier, a little more tomato paste because I thought the last time was a bit too thin. But you can see the cheese pull going on right here. You can see the rice, the health rice that I always make, and don't fall on me. It didn't fall on me. And of course, lots and lots of cheese sauce. It's just Tostitos. That's all I needed today. It's that moment of truth. Flavor Jets is on. Y'all ready? I feel better already. I added sriracha to my chili for a little more spice. And obviously, since sriracha has that thickness to it, it made it a little thicker. And it just brought it over the top. Lots of fresh garlic, cumin, chili powder, of course, onions. Oh, you hear that? And when I do that, it's so accidental, but I can't help it. That means it's dope. But what I gotta do right now, this is gonna be a good bite, is I gotta try this zesty sauce. So I'm gonna get in here one time for your mind. We're gonna get some zesty. I loved White Castle's and Burger King zesty sauce. I had to try to make it myself. Is it zesty though? Oh, I like that one even better than the ones I bought because, well, I made it. No, I like it because it added a little something to it. I added some sweet barbecue sauce just to give it like some sweet and zesty and not just zest. Zesty sauce is great, but I feel like they could kick it up if they added spicy zesty sauce or sweet zesty sauce. So I made a little sweet, spicy, zesty sauce. Oh, that's so good. I gotta try it on. It's very, oh, that cheese. This is like my wheelhouse right here. This is how I do meals. Come here. I'm gonna miss the hell out of this, ain't I? Yep. I'm so sorry. Y'all get triggered. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That is an L. There's like a pound of zesty sauce in there. Crunchy. Onion rings are so good. That sweet that I was talking about, onions add more to it. Oh man, I needed this. One of the best things about eating one meal a day is you get to have things like this. Okay, so there are tomatoes, chopped peppers, chopped onions in here. There's cauliflower in the rice, like I always do with my health rice. So there's plenty of veggies. I know you can't see them, but they're there. And obviously the rest of it is basically just beef and rice, 93% beef, fat-free cheese, I know it looks like it's like the most unhealthy thing in the world, but it really isn't. And you can tell by that cheese pull that I just put all in your face. Oh man, it is so good. I had such a long day. Not necessarily like anything life altering. You know, sometimes things just grind you down, and sometimes you just need to get home and just kind of like decompress. I've talked about, you know, my mental health. I don't call it an issue because it's not an issue and things could always get worse. I could drink that right there. Juicy Platter's hot sauce is actually pretty spicy. It looks like ketchup. A little goes a long way with this stuff. It's the same stuff you would see at like halal guys. You can smell the peppers, the chili peppers, the spice. But it's so flavorful. I should have put that in a chili. I have to be careful with large spicy meals. I tell you this all the time. Because if I do too much, people think I take large dumps. I don't. But those are the painful ones with the spicy. But I've talked before about kind of like my mental health stuff. I made a long video on it when I wasn't doing YouTube, but I made a YouTube video as a reference video for my Instagram. And one of the first things that I say is you got to try to find a way to not tip the scales one way or the other, to stay even keeled. I had to zen up a lot today, just dealing with, you know, service people. And I said this when I did the Pizza Hut one. Kind of reference a lot of stuff. I have a good memory, but I had a tow truck. I called a tow truck for somebody. The person's car, it wouldn't start, a battery issue, and they didn't have the key fob because the car wouldn't start, so they didn't think they needed it. And the guy starts yelling at me. You know, I'm the professional. Pal, I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I wasn't told that the key, and all of a sudden he was all apologetic, and it always ends up that way. I say this all the time, but don't be the reason the world sucks. I could have went off the hinges, and me 5 years ago would have went off the hinges. This cheese, I'm telling you, just get Tostitos queso. I'm telling you. You don't have to make the crazy cheese sauces, which I do, but sometimes Tostitos just hits. I've like nacho cheese in my life. Look at this. Look at that already. But you know, it could have went left, could have went sideways. But there's so many worse things in life that I told myself to zen up. But sometimes having to control that, the temper. I had a bad temper when I was younger. I was an angry kid. Sometimes having to control that throughout the day drains you. So I'm not necessarily in a bad mood. I just needed something to come home and look forward to other than my dogs, which are my other sense of peace. Because no matter how bad the day is, they don't care. They just want to see you. And they just want to wag their tail and you pet them when you come inside. You know, and my dog he'd probably can tell I look drained because my pit bull's the older one. He's a little smarter. Not smarter. A little more wisdom in his senses. You know, my German Shepherd is about 3 and he's a little more like derpy. He's like happy-go-lucky all the time and he'll just jump on you no matter what. But I love the both of them to death. But my pit bull Bane is like the wise. You know, he's very like calm. He doesn't get like too high strung over anything. I sat down on the couch just to kind of relax for a couple minutes, just like, you know, center myself. Bane just comes, lays right on my feet, you know. Doesn't say anything, doesn't like ask for attention, he just lays there because he knew. And that's my other sense of peace. You know, I love dogs maybe more than I love humans in general. I love people, but there aren't many dogs that I don't. Oh man, this is so good. That I don't like. You need to make this. You can see, like, I just casually just cleared out half of this. Oh, this is getting zesty and hot on this one. Look. Let's do this. Bam. I don't know why I pour things like just, I don't understand why I do things the hard way. Bam. Zesty onion ring with the yellow rice. And yellow rice, oh, just shut up, me. And all is well again. We move. Tomorrow, I get up, get back to the grind. That's why I say I'm like, that the comfort food is a real thing. You know? And not necessarily being an emotional eater. You can be an emotional eater. Just don't be an irrational emotional eater. All the calories are still counted for. Everything, and it tastes amazing. This is what I wanted. And you can do that within the constraints of your diet, whatever your diet may be, and still be okay. There's a reason that food, you know, emotional eaters emotionally eat. I've been one of them my entire life. And what I had to understand is gotta get a crunch break. Almost as if you would talk to anyone else who had an issue. If you have an issue with overeating or even drinking, some people may, and I'm not here to get in your business, but the answer is not at the bottom of this plate. This is my meal, we move. Enjoy your food, we move. Eating an entire tray of Oreos and a pint of Ben & Jerry's, which is like 3,100 calories, which is less than this. I just think this is less than that. So I'm not even joking about that. And that's what people want to understand. I get a lot of like, how are you fat and how are you not overweight? Or should I say, how are you not fat? This is a controlled meal. I'm not binge eating. When this is done, the only thing I have for the next 24 hours is coffee, black, or water. That's it. This is my meal. We move. You get what I'm saying? This meal, I believe, is about 3,100 calories when it's all said and done. And that's only because I have 1,000 calories in onion rings, which is like my calories to play with. So, understand that with your diet. Enjoy pizza. Enjoy within reason. Eating 8 slices of pizza, talking to a guy who's eaten 8 slices of pizza, is not going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel worse. So, always ask yourself questions before you do anything. Anything. Before you make a decision. Don't be irrational. Whether that be an argument, confrontation, food, cheating. That's an issue people have too. Ask yourself, what is the best possible outcome that can come from this, and what is the worst? If there's nothing good that can come from it, don't do it. And quick satisfaction of eating an entire tray of Oreos, you're going to feel like crap after. Just like people, and I'd hate to use this euphemism, or not even euphemism, it's an outright saying it, who cheat. Cheating, you never feel good after you do it. It's just a stupid emotional state, or a stupid mental state. And after you're done, what are you going to do? Go back to your wife, your husband? Don't do that. Same thing with this. Like I said, much easier to do cheat meals, bad meals, unhealthy, I don't like that word. You can see I'm reading half of this damn thing, but it's much easier to go over when you're eating sweets, high fat food, high sugar food. Everything here you see is low in fat. That's why I'm allowed to eat more. There's a science behind this, and I teach it to people. I've had clients who have eaten Wendy's every single day, almost every single day, within reason, and reached every bit of their fitness goals. Because they understood the plan around it, and you can still enjoy it. Do I recommend you go eat Wendy's every single day? No. There is a nuance to it, of course. But like I was saying, This whole meal, big plate of chili cheese, burrito, onion rings, whole 9 yards. 3,100 calories. 1 pack of Oreos, which I can easily go through the whole thing, and most of you probably can. 2,200 calories. Add a pint of Ben & Jerry's, give or take, somewhere around 1,000, somewhere up around the 1,300. So let's lowball it. Let's call it 1,100. You're right now at 3,300 calories. Did you have milk with your Oreos? Did you eat anything else during the day? Now you're overweight. You get what I'm saying? That's the part that people don't understand. I'm not sitting here and telling every person to count the calories, and no. But it is much easier to overeat when you're just eating whatever. Now, a lot of people think I just eat whatever. This cheese, which half of it's on here, is poured in a cup because it was put on a food scale and weighed by the gram to the T, and so on. These were all put on a food scale. The rice was put on a food scale. The beef was put on, and so on. And I don't mind doing it because I only have to do it once a day. It's just become like brushing my teeth for me. My routine, my diet, I hate that word, works for me. I'm not telling anyone else to do it. I've, in my life, got about 20 clients, whether that's in person or online, combined. And I think maybe 2 or 3. 2.5, really. There's one that he does it sometimes. That's it. Out of 20. I don't preach this to everybody. It is not the way. It's my way. But I don't teach it to you. That's why you don't see me sitting here telling you, oh, well, the benefits of... Because that's not what's important. The important thing, more than anything, is you understand that you know your body and how you work. And if you don't, it's trial and error, or you hire someone to help you figure that out. That's what I do. When I have a client, I know I'm getting into work and diet, but some people are interested in this stuff. I have to ask them and talk to them to figure them out about what would work best for them. Because there's a million ways. It's like if someone told me right now how to get to California, there's not just one road. There might be the easiest road, but for some people, they might not like driving on that road, so they might take this road, but you can still get there. And that's kind of how fitness and diet and all that stuff works. People, oh, do keto and oh, be a vegan. 100%, if it works for you. Keto, for me, I did it. I don't like it. I did not like it at all. Did I get results doing it? Yeah. I got the most results eating shit like this for a year. 4 years now. So, if you can't figure that out, you can't do your research, or you don't have that background, find someone to help you with it. There are forums out there, internet out there, experts out there, coaches. I know plenty of coaches, and they're all good, and they all work differently. So, find one that fits with you, and go that route. But if you don't like something about your diet, your exercise, your wallet, no one's going to do it for you. And no one really gives a shit if you do it or not. It's got to start with you. And I will also say this. You can't just throw money at problems, because it doesn't work. Say you hired a financial expert to fix your money. Because people do that. Hire someone to help with their finances. And they tell you, do X, Y, Z. And you only do Z. It ain't going to work. And then you're going to get mad because you paid for it. And it happens in the fitness industry. It happens. If I have a client, I will do as best as I can to talk to them, communicate with them, make sure they're on top of things. But it doesn't always work. True story. When I first started as a trainer, I had a client who was a guy, great guy, wonderful. I just sounded like, I don't want to say who, but a great guy. And we had been grinding for about 12 weeks, which is about the time where you'll start seeing stuff. Noticeable changes. Not much if you're doing it correctly, but you'll start to notice some things. 12 weeks, we've been stepping on the scale, doing measurements. Numbers are going up. I'm looking for weight loss here. So I asked him, so you doing something you're not telling me? No, I do everything I'm supposed to do. Are you sure you do everything I'm telling you to do? No, I do everything I'm telling. This is what you tell me. I do that. We've been working hard workouts. I just can't see results. Something's wrong. You know. All right. I pulled up. I wasn't playing either because I don't sit here and tell me, because look, science doesn't lie. Okay? If you're eating at a deficit, you can't gain weight. It just doesn't work that way unless some sort of medication can cause bloating and things. But for the most part, if you burn 2,000 calories in a day and you eat 1,700, the scale's gonna tip this way. But not with him. The scale was tipping the other way and tipping. Like, I'm like, you gaining weight? So finally, I knew where he worked. I pulled up. I swear to God, I don't care, I don't play. I pulled up. He worked at a store that doesn't exist anymore. It's called A&P. It was a supermarket. They went under like maybe 5 years ago. But it was near my house. He worked there. I knew he worked there because I saw him all the time. I pulled up. I'm playing detective. I didn't let him see me. I pulled up around closing. You should see me. I'm not even playing, too. It's 100% true. You know I don't lie in my stories. He walks out the door with cake. Hey, what's this, man? I pulled out. Pow! What's up? He looked at me like he saw a ghost. What is that? What you doing? Cake. Birthday cake. His birthday wasn't here yet. So it turns out, and these kinds of things do happen, and I'm not saying he's bad for it, but I had to get to the bottom of it. So it turns out, you know how you go to the bakery and supermarkets? I need some more of this zesty sauce. We're just going to do this. So it turns out, the bakery and supermarket, if you don't know, if you never worked at a supermarket, once stuff reaches a certain date, they start marking it down. Once it's unable to be sold at that point, they have to step to get rid of it, to throw it out. He was taking the cakes that were going to be thrown out and eating them. And not a slice. That cake. At this point, he'd been paying me hundreds of dollars a month. You know? And I had to have a heart-to-heart and, understand you can't, from this day forward, I'm on top of you. And he got to where he was going. But some people think just by hiring a personal trainer, by hiring a fitness coach, by hiring a financial manager, you still have to want it for yourself. They can tell you everything in the world, but they can't make you do it. I had a client once who tried to stall me during workouts. Stall. We were about to start. All right, let's go next set. Boom. Because the way I work out with people is I'm still myself. I'm personable. We can laugh. We can joke. But my rest periods or wherever the workout is, it's on a timer or some sort. And I know when it's time to go, let's go. And most of my clients know that. Boom. All right, boom. Timer's up. Let's go. Let's get to work. But you still want to have fun during the workout. I had one time, client, we were going, all right, time's up, let's go. She would stop, look at me, and be like, hey, how's your dog? Let's go! She would do it every time. Eventually, I actually gave her a refund. Because I'm not here to take people's money. And I told her, I said, listen, I understand I can't make you do this. Like, I'm not gonna like hit you with something for you to do it. I can't make you not show up 20 minutes late. I can't. So when you're serious, you take your money back. You can let's do this again. She don't come back in like 3 months when she got down in business. Not where she can, but moral of the story is, no matter what in situations, stop blaming outside influences. Stop blaming outside factors, because you need to take the blame for yourself. Yes, we were all given shitty hands sometimes, bad deals sometimes, not optimal conditions for things sometimes. But nobody can change that. The only thing you can change is how you react to that. What are you going to do about it? You grew up without money. You grew up being a chubby kid. Those are two things that I can attest to. I grew up not having a lot of money, and I grew up being a chubby kid. And it was always, oh, well, I said that. People tell me this all the time still. If I eat a cheeseburger, I gain 10 pounds. No, I don't. Now people think I'm some sort of genetic miracle. And nothing's changed. Other than the fact that I apply myself. The concept of success, the concept of all that stuff. It's so easy, the concept. How do you get into shape? Diet and exercise, right? But are you going to do it? That's the hard part. How do you save money? Stop buying dumb shit. But are you going to do it when there's a sale at, I don't know where people shop anymore because I'm old, I'm a boomer, but I don't know, it was Prime Day today. I wanted a lot of stuff, but I just bought a camera. I can't buy it. So no, I ain't got it. Don't outlive your means. If you can't buy it twice comfortably, don't buy it. I don't care what it is. Because that's how you end up being paycheck to paycheck, counting every dollar that you have. Or bad investments, which I've made a few of those, and watch my savings go whoop. It's happened a few times, which I'm paying for now, and I mean that literally. So we had a facility, me and my business partner, in 2017, and it was a nightmare. It didn't do well. We could have done better, I guess. There were things that I felt like were outside of my control at the time, and and had flooding issues, and we had to cancel classes over and over again in sessions, and it just couldn't get the ball rolling. So we ended up losing about like $75,000. It's a lot of money. So I gotta pay that back, and we gotta pay it back every single month. And you put yourself in debt, but we move. We didn't cry about it. You can't. You got bad credit. Just gotta fix it. It sucks. I've done it twice. Fixing it again now. In my case, it was bad business ventures that ended up being, it was hard to make the payments at certain points. So interest rates, and who cares about that? So you gotta do what you gotta do. Not everybody's a millionaire with 800 credit score. And things happen to normal people, but it can be fixed. I've literally fixed my credit twice because I maxed my credit out when I burned my house down. I had to buy everything all over again. And when we took that loan out, for that much money, we were taking money out of our own pockets to pay it. So now, how am I going to pay my bills? And it turned into a storm. But, we weathered the storm, and we're coming out the other end, and things are going, but it sucks. So understand, you fail a class, the teacher didn't like you, like, I almost flunked out of college as a freshman, bro. Like, you know why I flunked? Because my stupid ass didn't go to class. I'm not gonna lie. I could have been like, oh, it was boring. Go, you chose it, shut up. If you don't like a situation, it's not always gonna be easy, by the way. Wow, and wow. Not always gonna be easy, but do something about it. And you might not succeed when you do something about it. You might not. You might fail again. But you got to find out what you're made of, because adversity, bad situations, that's where your real character comes in. It's so easy to be a front runner when everything's going well and you're just out there flashing, balling, throwing money and all that other stuff. But you understand what's going to happen is the more successful you are, the more people are going to wait and try to wait for you to screw you up. And when you screw up, they're going to dance on your grave. So never get too high and never get too low. And that's that even kill thing with the anxiety. You feel what I'm saying? Stay the same. I had a horrible day today. Horrible. I'm still smiling. You would never know the whole thing. I had to zen up, you know, but no matter what, when I get in front of this camera, I'm not going to sit here with tears in my... I don't cry anyway, but you're not going to sit here with tears in my eyes. You're not going to hear me complaining about it because that's life. Life sucks sometimes, and life's great sometimes, and that's why life is great, because sometimes it sucks, and if it didn't suck, you wouldn't know if it was good. So, as I always talk about, and I'm even going through some stuff, but I got a lot of stuff going for me too. So I'm not going to sit there and cry about some of the shitty stuff, you know, like dead car batteries. Fuck it, I'll buy another battery. You know, I can. So, you know, that's what I'm just saying, man. Count your blessings. Keep your head up. Just keep grinding, man. Life is beautiful because it sucks sometimes. You would never know it was beautiful. It always was. And don't be one of those people that acts like they're the shit when everything's going well, because it won't always go well. And all those people that you acted like a dick to when it was going bad, or well, when it's going bad, they're gonna be there. They'll be waiting. So, it is what it is. Let me finish my drink. I gotta edit. I'm sorry for burping. I edit these videos, as I always say. Back to the grind in the morning. I do have some really awesome clients, and I have a really awesome job, and I have really awesome business with the job, with the personal training, the other stuff outside of it. So, fuck the car. I told y'all anyway, I'm about to get a Honda Civic. Things run forever, nothing's wrong with it. And my job is like 2 miles from my house. I don't give a damn. So, we move. I don't ever judge myself based off of the car that I drive. I'd rather have 5 houses and a Civic. Fact. Ooh, that Gatorade. Frosty. Anyway, it has been your boy King Shreds. That was a dope meal. I believe tomorrow will be more of the fun, the fast food. Because tomorrow's Wednesday, and usually break it up that way. So it'll be a little more of fast food. I got some plans for the weekend when my camera gets here. It was supposed to get here today, which is also why I'm annoyed. Because I barely missed the UPS thing. I literally missed it. Because I walk to work right now because it's not that far. Easy way from exercise. I saw the truck, but I had an appointment, so I had to go. And I was like, take the L. That's what I said to myself. And I kept walking. Got back, there was that little sticker on the wall. We just missed you. But, you know, you can sign for it. It'll be here tomorrow. And we move. So the camera will be here tomorrow. This will be the last time you see iPhone videos. And I should have the camera so that I can take it on the go. I got a plan, a little thing, you know, like a on the road kind of thing. You'll see when I do it. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Just look forward to it. So I'm making content for you guys. I love y'all. But that'll be the video. That is the end. More content tomorrow. I love y'all. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.